Hey guys, so I thought I would look into Hannah's really quick before I go live tonight. Hopefully I have the energy to do both, but I wanted to pull some crime cards on her, see what visions I get. I've already gotten a few things. I felt like there was a male around her, but I was kind of questioning it. I kept seeing the left hand over my mouth. I think it was symbolic. So that's a new vision for me that keeps repeating. And I'm wondering if there's not something I picked up about this in the world event Autowrites, but I won't know until I get into it. Because I think I remember seeing a woman that was being kept. I'm not sure if that's her or not, but I kind of keep going back to that Autowrite. So there's a few hits I've gotten, but we'll see, since my gifts seem to be changing in a way where I'm able to get more visions off the cards as I do the readings instead of doing separate readings with Autowrites. That doesn't mean I'm not ever going to do Autowrites again, but this is a little bit easier for me sometimes. So I'm just trying to go where I'm led and do the readings that I feel led to do first. The cards are very accurate. As we've seen with Suzanne, I've had everything validated with that card. So in Suzanne's, I've had basically everything validated by the cards and the reading that I did on that and the visions for the most part, except for, where she is. We haven't found her yet, so we don't know. Still working on that, by the way. So, and I've already started a map for Hannah. I went from the train station, so I don't know how accurate it's going to be, but I'm not done with that yet, so that's not going to be in this video, but I will be putting that out as soon as possible. So, for those of you that are new here, please, and subscribe if you like this kind of content. All the ways to support me are down below. We do have the otter bracelets. It's coming in time for Christmas. These are made of real strong gems. They do also support the otters, and they have necklaces and earrings as well if you want to check that out. It's in the link tree below. I also have merchandise, and again, just by liking and being here, this is great. I sincerely appreciate all the new people and all the people that have been here the entire time, and the positive comments and the positive energy that we're putting forth is allowing me to do my work. So just by liking my content and being here, you're supporting me. So just to get into how this works, information that comes in can be past, present, future, can be symbolic, metaphoric. It's not always literal in how I see it. Spirit will often use my references, experiences, how I relate to things to try to explain what they're wanting to say. If she's still alive, I might not get as much because it's harder to tap into. That's one reason I want to use the cards, which I'm kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. Really, honestly, I'm having like a hard time tapping in as is, but I do know about her dad. Unfortunately, that's a very sad situation, and it's just kind of odd to me. So I don't know if that's going to show up in the cards or not. Things that show up in the cards and in my visions can be happening around the case. Okay, they also are past, present, future. Cards are just a symbolism, and they are an extension of me, and they are they've been accurate. So they're an extension of me, and they're another tool that we use. Okay. And then when we're done with this, we'll see what other things we need to do. I try to use different tools and do different things and go where I'm led as to see the best way to pull the information. All right. I don't know everything. Although I'm psychic, I don't know everything. I can only know what spirit gives, and everything happens in timing. So that's the best that I can offer. I have no control on what comes in or whatnot. So, I like to remind people of that. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty. This is for entertainment purposes only. Viewer discretion is advised. I don't usually shuffle and stuff on camera just because I feel like it takes more time. So I like to shuffle and pull my cards and then show you what they are, unless the balls start going off, and then I'll turn on the camera. So this is the way I do things. Everybody has their own way of doing things. All right. So I'm not even going to try to say her last name. I'll probably butcher it. So this is for Hannah, missing from the LAX airport. Well, actually, she was seen. I don't know why they say that she was missing from the 12th, because actually it shows that they saw her on camera allegedly the 18th, and like getting on a train. So that's where I went from the map. That's the best time frame I could find, and it validated my feelings about the male, because I wasn't too sure about that. I do feel there's someone around her, a male around her, that maybe she met some way, some shape, somehow. All right. My more sensitive ball, I think, died, but I do want to remind you guys that, because I've had a lot of people ask, even though I always explain it, when the balls go off, that's a trigger object for spirit to validate what I'm saying, or to use, to be like they're here. Okay, and that can be guides or any spirit. A lot of the times it goes off to validate, so we'll see, but they've been going off a lot lately, and they may or may not, but I just wanted to re-explain that, because I've seen some comments. Alright, this is kind of what I thought it was, and the thing is she doesn't, okay, so I'm not great at feeling if someone is deceased or not. Sometimes if someone's drugged, it's hard to tell. And until I really tap into a mediumship, I'm not sure, but it doesn't feel like she is right now. But it feels like I hear time is ticking, time is running out. There's too much, coverage. I think they didn't think she was going to get this much coverage. There's too many people looking for her. And there's a reference to, I'm wondering if her dad, because he actually showed up in the card with a card, but I'm wondering if her dad got some sort of text message or something, video or something. Because I feel like I'm him watching something. So I don't know if something was sent to him that was weird, that maybe he couldn't cope. So I have trauma, okay, and kidnapped, which is what I thought the gloved hand was about, and why I kept feeling a mail around her. So I take the toxic food sword as being drugged. I feel like she was being drugged. And in her astrology, there's some stuff in there that looks like drugs, and I don't know. I don't think she took it. I don't think she knew. I don't think she took it. It's almost like I'm drugged to control you. I'm drugged to kidnap you. Missing, of course. Again, poison and drugs come in together. So I always take this too as a poisonous situation, but it can be. And as I forgot to mention, the cards can have multiple meanings, just like visions and symbols and stuff. It's all in how we perceive it as well. So I usually take these two as some sort of drug anyways. I feel like maybe the person had a firearm to, at one point, to control her. Trafficking. Okay, lost. Okay, this suicide card is her dad because it happened around the situation. Okay. Found that interesting. I pulled that. But what's interesting too is I pulled 2 alive cards back to back. So I think at the time being, as I'm doing this reading, she could be. But she's trapped for perversion. And again, acid. I can take that as a drug card as well. And I think at one point they thought she ran away, but she would like to run away. I don't know if I don't feel like she's going to try to run away as well. Missing again, kidnapped again because of a meeting. Drugs and poison coming in again. So I feel like she was drugged in some way. And imprisonment. She's stuck. And the way that the visions I'm seeing is I do see her kind of being held in a room somewhere. I'm curious where the map is going to take us, although I noticed some lines did go to specific apartments, so I found that kind of interesting. But it's almost like she met somebody when she was out and about. My eye is twitching. I don't know why. But it's almost like she met somebody while she was out and about running around, and maybe they promised her something, or I don't know, but I also feel like I'm drugged or somehow tricked and drugged is the way that it comes across. So whether they drugged her drink, whether they injected her with something, I'm not sure, but I keep pulling the drug card. So I don't feel like she did it on her own as far as that's concerned. And I'm hoping that this will help because apparently the parents are listening to psychics. So hopefully this can help in some way. They showed me an hourglass. So I don't know if this guy has kidnapped her and using for trafficking for his own good or if it's connected to other things. It's interesting because I see him like standing on this corner with his foot up against the wall, and he's like smoking a cigarette or something, and it's like that's how he came across her. She came across him. I don't know if she was asking for directions or like they struck up a conversation, but this might have been the meeting. This might have been, and I hear the word naive, like maybe she didn't think anything of it. He seemed harmless enough. I also feel like I hear she was getting over a breakup, so I think she was looking for ways to pass the time. I also hear LSD, so I don't know if she was looking for that or if it was just given to her. That I'm not sure about, because I know that the family said she didn't do anything like that. This doesn't look great, but it's looked like in a trafficking situation, which I have never done reading on trafficking situations before. Well, not in this way. So, a little concerned. All right, so we have they're hiding out. Okay. Carries the serial killer energy. Devil. What's interesting is this couple card with a female. So I'm wondering if there is a female involved, or a female accomplice, or a female that introduced them, or a female that knows something. And a friend stranger. So could be that she thought they were a friend, they're a stranger. This is somebody that she didn't know, okay, but thought that he would be a good friend. And this could also be related to the female. So maybe she thought she made a female friend and she connected them, because this came next to the female card. And then the stranger. And he could be a dad of some sort, because I get the parental figure card. Usually when I get that, it's like they have a kid somewhere. He's a thief. He literally stole her, but I feel like he does, if he's into trafficking, they steal people all the time. And there could also be thief on his record in some way, shape or form. A reptilian. So snake in the grass. Somebody that maybe you think you can trust, but you can't. But also reptilian energy. Aliens. So when I get this, of course, it could be, sometimes they're a different race than her. So she's Hawaiian. It could be someone that's white. That could be someone that's Hispanic. Like, it's a different race than what she is. That's what usually this card means to me and how I perceive it. And bad guy. Okay, bad guy. He may be affluent in some way. Okay, may have money. If he's doing this all the time, he may actually have a family as well. But he's a con man, or he may have pretended he had a family. Because he's a con man and he's a male. But there's royalty here, and there's accomplice. So I find that interesting. Was a female used to accomplice somebody else that they use in trafficking, a female? Or I know that that's used sometimes. So interesting. Terrorism, which is what these people are. Maybe a military background or something of that sort. And into organized crime, which this was also an organized crime. Okay, we can look at it like that, but usually these people do link to organized crime, unfortunately. This is weird. So I basically pulled the same card, but there's a couple other cards that have me like wondering. And now I'm starting to wonder. Okay, so we have a friend again. So this couple it's interesting. We have a spouse partner and we have couple. So there might be a couple involved. Or a female-male team. Devil. That's a female. I keep pulling the female card. There's a female involved somewhere. Organized crime again. Okay. Spouse again. So they're married, a couple, female. It's interesting. Cult. You can take the traffickers as a cult. They are kind of in that realm. A group of people. The acquaintance, somebody that she met. There's other people involved. And again, these are aliens. That can also be people that she does not know. But again, I can sometimes take it as a different race. Okay. So that keeps coming in. So I'm taking that as a different race, or somebody that is a different race than her, but also is, they don't know her like well, because there's a stranger card as well. Accomplice in crime. And I wonder if somehow they connect to the family member or a father, which is weird because father committed suicide. Did he blame himself in some way? Do they know this? Do they know the dad in some way? Is there some other reason behind this? Kind of weird. I don't know how they would. I don't know how they would, unless there's something that he found out or something that I don't know what kind of business he's into or whatnot. So kind of made me wonder a little bit because of his, taking his own life, if he felt responsible in some way. And that could be why it's coming through the cards as well, as he felt responsible in some way. Don't know what that is yet. This is all very weird. This is going to be a tangled web, I have a feeling. And remember, this is the current energy. So this is the 25th that I'm doing this, all right? So I feel like she's in a home, okay, by water. And possibly wooded area. That can be any kind of trees. It doesn't have to be like a huge wooded area. But portal, meaning that she's just vanished. I usually take that as like I've just vanished into thin air. Okay. Motel, hotel. There may be that involved in some way, shape, or form. Okay. Hollow earth and mountains. So I know there's some mountainous areas in LA. There can be some around where she's at, but by the beach, which there's a lot of water in her charts. It's interesting. Tunnel, I know that is used sometimes in trafficking or being underground in a way, symbolically. Boat. So she's near the water somewhere. That there might be a church nearby, or it may be involved in some way, but she's underground in some way. Okay. So the way that the trafficking works, if you guys can take what I'm getting with that. But private property near a road, but it's got to be by the beach. Just find that interesting. Okay. I'm curious where the cards are going to go. There are a few lines that go towards that way. All right. All right. So it seems like she was taken in a vehicle at some point. I keep getting a van. It's kind of weird, like with like girls in the back, like with their hands tied, and I don't know if this is symbolic or not, but there's a vehicle, public area, sexual intentions. That's the whole point. She was taken. Random area. Okay, she's hidden, and it's secret, under lock and key. Okay, but she's near water. See, it's a home near water. Inside home near water. Inside home. There's water, okay, which the beach is there, around there somewhere. It's kind of far, but say they took multiple modes of transportation. There might be mountains around. I know that LA does have mountains around. I'm not taking this as like, I'm taking like she was burned, like she was tricked. Do you know what I mean? That's how I kind of take it. And again, water, home. A home near water. There's got to be a home near a beach, near the water. In the city, travel city, which she did travel on the train with this person. And there might be a tunnel nearby, but it also can be symbolic for like those underground tunnels and stuff. I don't really know, but tunnel, this can be any type of tunnel, really. A boat, I don't know if that means like they could possibly take them on a boat somewhere. I hope not. Or it could just be their around boats, since she's around water. Outer space. I mean, you can take this as like maybe how she's feeling. She's probably feeling high. They're probably keeping her drugged. And there might be an outer space kind of reference or something, as well as she's just like missing. Like it seems like she just vanished. So there's a couple ways you can take that card. So it's interesting because there's a lot of money cards here. And I keep seeing her, like someone putting a blanket around her, like she's been found. So I don't I don't know. I don't know if that's they find her, they rescue her, or what that is, but it's repeating, so I gotta tell you guys. Collapse. There's a collapse. Social media is going to be important in this, but it's already gaining momentum on social media, but there might be some other link to social media. They find some evidence through social media or something. Secret. Okay. Secret. Paper trail. Top secret. This is really top secret. So, she did, her and her boyfriend did break up, but I don't feel her boyfriend's involved because allegedly he was on the flight back when she was seen getting on the train with somebody else, but still they had broken up, so that's still in here. But there's an alarm at some point and there's a false flag, so that can be text messages or whatever it be, but there's fear. There's fear here. There's been distractions. It feels like there will be justice, though, in some way, shape, or form. I don't know. There's the justice card. She was traveling. They could be traveling with her now. Government agencies involved. There could be a confession at some point. Somebody may be blackmail, and this is why I'm wondering about the dad. I keep pulling him in, like maybe he knew more, or he was being blackmailed or something. There's that kind of feeling to it, allegedly. Abuse, neglect. This is her now. Microchip. They might be able. I always get this as like feeling kind of nauseous all of a sudden. I get this sometimes with like tracking phones or tracking other things or some, anything technologically. There might be embezzlement involved. Again, money. Explosive greed. So, oops. Which with traffickers there can be. There might be DNA somewhere. And that can be any kind, but stalking. See, she was being stalked. She was being watched and then she was tricked. That's the way it comes across. Power. There might be legal proceedings though. Evidence may be burned. Freedom. So she might get free in some way. I keep seeing that vision and I hope that's right because I also felt like time was ticking. But there's an inside job exposed. So that'd be an inside job from whoever introduced them. I don't know if it's somebody that her dad may connect to in a weird way, like through his business dealings. I don't really know what he did, but it could be like, people at the airport or somewhere else she was. Like, there's an inside job that's going to be exposed at some point. That's the way it's coming across. Sixth sense. She was lured. There's a white collar crime involved in sex. I can go with trafficking as well. Central bank. There might be something weird with like money. And I kind of want to put that with the fraud card too. Like, there's money manipulation here. All right. There may be a witness at some point besides just her being on the cameras, and there's anger involved. My head just started hurting all of a sudden. Okay. There's a few more cards. So there's a flight risk here with these people. This is prophecy, unfortunately. So there's a cult, which I keep pulling that card. Traffickers are kind of like an occultish kind of thing. Government. I don't know if that's like ties to government or they're looking into it or they're aware of it. There's a timeline issue though, which as we know, there's soul contract here. Perversion. There's the whole reason behind it. This premeditated perversion. Okay. Some sort of war and cover up. But yet we have the truth coming out in some way through investigation, but there's going to be delays. Okay. There might have been a secret trip again. That could be her. Like, I know she was going from Hawaii to New York, and this was a delayed flight in LA, from what I understand. But she may have taken this, like, they could be taking her somewhere else on a secret trip. But also, she took kind of a secret trip. Like, she went off path. Demonic possession. Curse, fortunately. Watch. She was being watched. I'm telling you, she was being watched. Some sort of jealousy involved, though. Surveillance. We know she was caught on surveillance several times. She's sad right now. Digital evidence and evidence. Okay. And then the evil corporation and the secret society, that can also go with the cult. That can go with... I'm hot. That can go with trafficking, traffickers. They're basically, that's what they are. Secret society, evil corporation. There is fake news out there. There's egotism. There's money. Maybe, let's go party. That could be something that was said to her. But definitely money. There's money. Money. Down. There was a meeting. Okay. There might be a cybercrime involved. Okay. Evil. Healing. Ritual. This might be something they do a lot. I keep pulling this revenge card. Takes me back to the dad. What was he into? Not to talk bad. I don't know. There's some kind of weird connection with why he did what, like, he feels responsible in some way. Control. Unseen danger. She's having regret over unseen danger. That's how she's feeling. She's regretting she didn't see the danger that was there. Which is what I feel like. She was kind of naive. And of course there's rumors going on. All right. Okay. I'm wondering about a meeting on social media or something. Or, I don't know. Who's she talking to someone on social media? I'm kind of going back to that card. Okay, there's a cleanup. Egotism. And again, there's blackmail. I keep going back to the dad with that card. Did they blackmail him in some way? It's weird. Police are involved. But she was hijacked, so stolen. And it was kept, she's been kept secret. It's been kept secret. And she was kidnapped, okay? There was a party, or she thought she was going to a party, or she wanted to go to a party. This was planned. And again, a debt. Abuse, neglect. Mind control. Camera, which she was caught on. Burglar, which is a thief. Someone stole her. Government again, but they're involved. As far as looking into it, I don't know if they're involved in any other way, but they're involved into looking in it. Phone. She was drugged in the phone because she sent text messages. They didn't seem like her or whatever. There's weird things that happen with her phone, so that's why that's coming in. The drug card, I feel like she was drugged. Fraud, there's something with money. I don't know if what she was saying about them, whatever, taking whatever, or there is fraud involved in some way. Because I keep pulling that card. Intuition and healing. Justice. Get the justice card again. Set up with fingerprints and footprints. So there's fingerprints and footprints in a symbolic way leading to a setup. The setup in some sort she was set up. There's a gift of justice though. Again. Money and a confession. Interesting. I'm gonna try to channel a little bit when I'm done with this part. I don't know how well that's gonna work. I usually have to tap in with writing or something, but when I did Suzanne, it came in a lot. But the thing is, if she's alive, I'm not gonna get like a deep channel because it's harder when they're alive, especially if it just is. And that's how I feel she is right at this present point. I don't know if it's gonna continue that way. I hope it does, but. Okay, so there's caution about this. Running away, wanting to run away at some point, depression, in their feels, but a situation's about to pop off in some way. Emotional intelligence. And then we have the game over card. Kick to the curb. I know that her and the boyfriend weren't together anymore, but this can be... Hope they don't kick her to the curb. I mean, in a bad way. Fake apology. Destroyed. This is shattered, broken. This is feeling like they messed up. Promiscuous, obviously, if there's being trafficking involved. And that person's fulfilling a fantasy. And manipulating, lies, and control. Investigating. And bad choices. Like, she feel like she made bad choices now. Red lipstick stains I find interesting. Because it seems like there's a female around it. I don't see the female, but I'm pulling the female cards. And I know sometimes that's how they get them, so to speak. So, I'm going to pull some timing cards. There's no point. I don't really feel like pulling the murder cards, like the murder crime cards, because from what I'm seeing, doesn't seem like that's happened. At least not, it doesn't feel that way to me, which is really hard to tell, but, I'm going to try to see if I can channel after this. Like I said, if she's alive, it's going to be a lot harder, and then I'll work on the map. I have to, unfortunately, like I said, do a live tonight, so, I'll try to do it as soon as I can. I've got some of it done. I don't know if it'll be helpful or not, but it could be. I keep hearing George too, and I don't know how that would relate. It can be a connection or something. George or Georgie or... I don't know. I feel like this guy has a hoodie on. I have a hard time telling. Or seeing him. There's a reference to, and I don't know if this is the same guy or if it's like, or why I'm seeing him. Because, like, there might be multiple males involved around, but the one that I keep seeing with a hoodie against the wall, he looks white. He's got a pointy type nose and his eyes are light. Like, she wants to reference or they're referencing the greenish, bluish, blue, lighter eyes, it feels like. But then I also keep getting reference to a darker hair, darker skin guy. So I'm not sure. I can't see the female at all. There seemed to be one, though, in some way. Okay, let's do timing for Hannah. I don't know how really accurate these are. They've been accurate in the past, and this could be with anything within the case, but I feel something about December for some reason with this. But more patience is required within a couple of months, February, and very soon. So that could be just different time frames for different things. All right. Hold on. I feel like she was lured with false intentions or something, when I feel like she met people while she was out and about that weren't good people. That's the way that it comes across anyways. And currently I feel like... I mean, they show me your hands tied. The back of my head hurts, though. I don't know. It feels like there could be a... like she's in danger. She's in danger. I mean, shoot, it does come across like she's by the water somewhere, though. Or by water somewhere, or she will be. I am wondering if this is who I was seeing in my, in Autowrite, where I was seeing them chained to a bed, not that they necessarily are, but it's just like being held somewhere. It's almost like I'm up for a good time, but then everything goes wrong. Like all of a sudden I'm trapped, I can't get away, imprisoned. I don't know if they like blackmailed dad, send something to dad, something like that. There's some kind of reason why he did this, but I feel like he dealt with depression anyways, but I still want to link it in some way. Like I do feel like he was overcome with grief and not knowing where his daughter was, but at the same time, I get like something with that. I can't shake it. I keep trying to shake it. They might be able to find her through him in some way. Not that he did anything, but it's like, I don't know if it's people he connects to or people he knows, or the fact that they may have taken like his information from her phone, and I don't know if they sent him something or something. It's like I keep wanting to go back to his phone and his communications for some reason. There's also something about a phone tower that keeps popping in. So I don't know about pinging from a specific phone tower or what this is. They show me branches out, like this might branch into something bigger, or these people might branch into something bigger, or it just might be like they're connected to a smaller group and then that group is connected to a larger group. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't honestly, I haven't worked a lot of trafficking cases, so the symbolism for it is kind of new to me. Next month seems there's something I did pull a lot of justice cards, so I don't know if somehow they're gonna find her, but I keep seeing like them putting a blanket around her, so makes me wonder. But at the same time, I feel like she's in danger. I don't know how that makes sense. Were they asking dad for money? Was there like, we have your daughter, we're trying to get money from you, and if we don't get it, we're gonna kill her? Like I keep getting like reference like a movie like that. I don't know if that's right. I keep wanting to go back like he was sent something or knows something in some way that maybe the rest of it really don't. Like it's beyond that. In some way he feels responsible or feels like he couldn't do something about it. I feel like she was really creative. I don't know if she did Hawaiian dancing, but I keep seeing her doing that as well. And I do know she was a photographer, but I hear the clicking of the camera. So that may be involved too in some way. I don't know. I keep trying to see where she is. It's like I keep getting a reference to like different spots. So I don't know if she's been moved or it's like at first I'm like this. There's a reference to like an apartment or something. I don't understand that because then I go to like a more kind of affluent area by the beach. And there's reference to a harbor. I keep getting a harbor, seeing boats like that are docked next to this area. And I don't know if the boat, because I pulled the boat card a couple times, I don't know if the meaning is more like they could put her on a boat or if it's just like the areas by the boat. Like by the boats, like by a marina. San Diego, which is interesting. I mean, it could be Long Beach, San Diego, one of those two places. I kind of feel like I want to go down, but I think one of her lines is hitting Long Beach. Regardless, it feels like it's by the water, in the way that I described it. So it's hard to tell. Hope I'm not like projecting from the map because one of the lines went that way yesterday, so that's kind of interesting. But that's by the border, so it makes me wonder. Also get the name Jose. I need to add this in here because I keep getting reference to Santa Monica. Like the Ferris wheel at Santa Monica. I only know because I used to visit there quite often. That and like Torrance was coming to me. But I don't know. We'll see when I put out the map. But it's like that area, like Santa Monica, Torrance, Long Beach. I don't know how it connects. I don't know if she's being moved. I don't know if it's connected to different places for different people. I don't know. But those 3 areas. And then I still, for some reason, think of San Diego, but I'm not sure any of her lines go that way. It could just be some weird connection. I'm not really sure. I just want to put that out because I can't let go of the Santa Monica Ferris wheel. Pretty sure unless Long Beach has one. It's hard because, I mean, maybe people from the area would know, but I feel like there's organized crime links. I don't know if the people just have links to organized crime because it kind of comes across as like it's this lowly couple. Like I keep getting that too. I don't freaking understand this. Makes me feel not very psychic when like I can't get like specific details. I also get the name Andy, and I also get 451. I don't know what that is. I keep wanting to cough for some reason. I hear dark web. That could be the cybercrime stuff. Like these people might videotape things. I don't know. Also, 5 comes in. I know there's a freeway 5. There might have been a witness that saw him on the train because I keep getting a reference to the train and the train tracks. Hope I'm going from the right train place with her map. It's like a Trevor. It's weird because I'm being like Trevor Travis. I don't know. I'm getting 5 too, but it's more like the 5th. Like maybe something we find out something by the 5th. I don't know what that would be, but it's like I was being drugged and controlled. That's why she wasn't acting right, and I feel whoever she was partying with, because it does feel like I don't know if maybe she wanted a party or that's how they lured her. I hear like too trusting, too naive. Something with red and gold that I'm getting, I don't know, and a lion. So I don't know if that's like on something or symbolic of something, I'm not sure. Or something with a school. I don't know. Oh, the ocean seems significant, or water seems. I keep seeing like the waves of the beach, like the waves of the ocean. She might be showing me she could be by there. Dad was threatened or something. I feel like it's a movie. It feels like a movie, dude. I'm trying to think of like a movie that I can compare this to because there seems like there's a lot involved in it, like a whole web of things. And I'm having a hard time tapping in deep because she's alive. That's going to be hard to do. Currently that's how it feels. It doesn't mean she's not in danger. And then I get the I keep getting someone putting a blanket around her. So either she's found somewhere randomly wandering around, or like it gets, you know what I mean? Like it could be that kind of situation. But I keep wanting to go to the water, the beach, the ocean, like San Diego type area, I think. It's what it feels like anyways. And SeaWorld. I hope I'm not being led by like, show me SeaWorld in San Diego. It's kind of weird. I don't know if there's a connection to lions there. The ocean just keeps the waves keep repeating and repeating and repeating. The waves in a marina. The waves in a marina. I don't know if she's gonna be found by that, or that she's in a house by there, or what that connection is. I just keep seeing it over and over and over again. Like that's like the biggest thing I can see. Because she might be found wandering around after being drugged and stuff. I don't know if maybe she'll get away. I still feel like there's danger here. I don't know if like people aren't gonna believe her, or this is weird. It's almost like I kind of get that like a Liam Neeson kind of vibe. You know, when his daughter was kidnapped, it's kind of like that feeling. I don't know why. I don't know what the reference would be, unless it's just like a similar type people or what involved, because the organized crime thing. Did she have a tattoo? Not that's another case. There's something with a tattoo on a neck. Tattoo on someone's neck. Reference to an infinity sign. I don't know if that's the case, because the word Argentina is coming up. I don't know if it's like a street or what the hell this is. Is there a pier in San Diego? I mean, I keep wanting to go that direction. The other direction doesn't seem right. Because I feel like by the border is significant for some reason. And it's either like sills or sea otters or something that I'm seeing. I don't fucking know. I keep getting like I keep seeing that over and over and over again. It's just kind of weird. Whether it's like I moved and I'm sold somewhere, or like somehow she ends up there. Because I kept getting home by the water, so this would track with my visions I'm getting. They're like repeating. So a lot of these names I can get can be connections, or they can be, I don't know. Sometimes names fit, sometimes they don't. Tim is coming in as well. There's a payment of money, so I don't know if it's like, it's almost like I get him, like it's almost like somehow the female's involved, and then this male, and then it's like a handoff with money, and then like a handoff. Because I keep seeing money being given to somebody. And I feel like I've got a blindfold on. I feel like my hands are tied. But in some way, shape, or form, I feel like I'm then wandering around and a blanket gets put over me, like the cops find me in some way. I don't know. That's what those are the repeating images I keep seeing. But I would be looking by the water in the ocean. I mean, specifically, it feels like the beach is significant in some way. I just keep seeing freaking waves. I mean, I know that's quite a journey. It's almost like if I switched hands a couple times, that's why the multiple people card, because they're flashing that card at me again, like there might be multiple people involved. I have here seagulls. She's got to be by the ocean somewhere, whether she's gotten away or been let go, or that she's in a house by there, because I got home by the beach. I don't know. Keep seeing a flag too, and I don't know what kind of flag it is. I don't know if it's a Mexican flag or it doesn't feel, it's not the US flag. I feel like there's green on it, so I don't know if flag in a window. This is weird. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the flags. I don't know if I can't see it that well. I don't know if it's like Mexican, Argentina, or something. It feels like another. I don't understand. It doesn't feel like it's US. And I keep going back to the white guy with the light eyes or whatever. I don't know if he's just one that like catches them and gives them someone else. I don't really understand how the whole thing works. I've got to go work. 6 is coming in as well. I know it's like 5, 6. I don't know. 12. I think cops might be doing a little bit more behind the scenes. Like, I don't know if this is someone they've tracked, or they're tracking someone online, or they're tracking like a dark web, or they're tracking some kind of cyber thing. Like, she was a target. And there was multiple puzzle pieces put into play. The way that it's coming across. I hope this is right. I never want to put anything wrong out there. And I don't want to give any false hope either, but I mean, this is what I'm seeing. So, I mean, that's something to... They're saying red, so I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's the color, if it's symbolic, if it's a name or word. I don't know. So, I mean, this is a place to start, I think. I will get the map done as soon as possible. And if I feel I can auto-write and get any more, I will. I don't know why I'm getting a reference to, like, I don't know why I'm getting reference to, like, a freeway with, like, trucks on when they go by, or a truck stop. There's reference to trucks. I don't know. I'm struggling with this one for some reason. I always have kind of struggled with it. And I feel like she heavily drugged or something. There's that is something that's really... And it's harder because if she's alive, it would be harder. I'm trying to remote view and follow her energy and do the best that I can in that way. And the best thing I can offer for location is maps, like the map. And I know that they're not always, like, they're hard to kind of follow, but it gives us an area. I don't know, I did it last night. Greg is coming in. Why am I getting the name of all these guys? And then maybe, again, I don't know, connections or something. There's a connection to Palm Beach, Florida, but I don't know if that's like where one of these peoples are from or something, because I keep hearing Palm Beach, Florida. Not sure what that is. But I'm just gonna say it because it's coming in. The harder I try, I may pick up other cases. Hopefully, I don't. Oh, I'm seeing a reference to a guy with a dog. I don't know. It feels like this guy's on the beach with the dog. I feel like this is all over the place, and I don't understand. It's kind of a random vision. I don't understand it. I don't understand any of this. I don't know. I'll get the map out as soon as I can. That's basically all I'm getting, unfortunately. Like I said, but it is fortunate because if she's still alive, I would have a harder time, and I keep seeing that other vision. So, that's all I have on this for now. If I get any more, I'll let you know. If I decide to do an Autowrite, I'll let you know. We'll see. So I wanted to at least put this out, get an idea, see what we're looking at, and so thank you. If you guys have watched and haven't hit the like yet, please do so on your way out. I appreciate you watching and being here. Thank you so much. Have a good night.